we go. He's now actually
Hey guys, sorry about the technical errors there we had. It's pretty horrific. I'm not really that familiar with Windows. I just kind of left the computer on for a couple days, and it was using about 40% of my CPU, even with everything gone. So even with everything shut down. So it's different than what I expected. Already up, awesome. Thanks for joining. Cool. Let's get some stuff underway here. Sorry, because of the technical problems, those 10 minutes I normally spend getting ready to do the stream. But unfortunately, I didn't spend that time doing that. So now I'm just going to kind of try to wing it. 8 people on the stream, that's pretty cool. I'm going to start out with this 4-pin DIN cable make that I've got to do. You can see how sunny and bright it is today. My computer's in the sun. I thought it was because it was warm in there, something was going wrong. But no, it's just Windows system was using 30% of the CPU for no perceivable reason. Yours, what's going on? So you guys have seen me make USB cables on these live streams pretty often before. If you haven't, go check out one of the previous live streams or go to One Up Keyboards to check out the stuff that's happening there where you can buy the kits. But this basically, there we go. This is a little bit different because it's a 4-pin DIN, or it's something that looks a lot like S-Video. It is an S-Video, Steph says. Okay, so those two pieces come apart like that. All right, and they both face this way with the pin on the left side. And then I'm going to pick up this end here. And then pull out this end here. And I'm just going to flip that back over so I know which way it goes. And this is the thing I'm going to be soldering to. Okay. Now, again, I'm not 100% prepared for this in the sense that I printed this sheet out. You can see this sheet here to tell me which the different connectors are supposed to be. But I am using different cable colors than the ones that are suggested. So I'm going to use, I'll keep blue pin 4 and red pin 2, but I'm going to change yellow for white, and green I'm going to change to black. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to take that. This actually would have been a good use to have these front legs on, because then I could have just clipped it up here, you know? But I'm just going to leave it back there so I can keep looking at it. Look how bright and sunny it is. It's insane. Hold on, I'm going to do a shadow puppet. Woof, woof. That's terrible. It's terrible. What's going on? So this S-Video cable is actually for somebody's Mac. They have an old Mac keyboard which uses a 4-pin DIN.
Apple ADB cable.
Yeah, this is an Apple ADB cable, but Steph says it's not. It's an S-Video cable, but whatever. So if I'm looking at the front, then this would mean that this is the left side. So I'm actually going to do white on the top and black on the bottom. White and black. I need to separate them.
Our user P asks what the difference between a USA and USB.
Well, USB is for transmitting information, And the USA is for voting for Donald Trump. USA is free. That's very funny too. Okay, so I'm starting with my white cable here. Just gonna grab my wire strippers, and then we'll see if I can't switch down to my action cam. Again, all of my settings were lost when I restarted, so let's just have a quick look here. Is that long enough? Yeah, it's long enough.
You want to take the blinds down so it's not so
Yeah, would you?
glary?
The reason I was starting with this actually, and not with the unboxing, is that those have LEDs on them, and I want it to be dark enough to.
Not putting anything in there. Oh hell, let's name that one.
Steph is trying to figure out which blind to close.
I thought it was not. I was close there. I didn't realize it had set so much already. Such an angle for the sun.
I'm really struggling with these arms today. I've never struggled like this before. Usually you just grab them, flap them together, but
Better?
yeah, that's better.
Just have time for a few things. The problem is you're gonna get that gap.
There we go. Took a while, but we got there. I'm just gonna pre-strip my black one here, just while I'm there.
Thomas asks, is it possible to get plans for the PCB for keyboards?
Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, yes, you can just download a PCB plan for keyboards. Just go to Desk Authority and learn about the preferred programs for downloading. Leander says they're not the same. ADB is not the same as the 4-pin DIN. You're going to have to argue with Steph about that. She's the one who figured this out. Yeah, Thomas Longbottom, look on Desk Authority for the program that you can download to make your own PCB. And on that page, there's a sample. So Steph's going to look it up just to double check. I'm just a guy who's soldering. I don't know. I haven't even looked at this.
A suitable connector was found in the form of the 4-pin mini DIN connector, which is also used for S-Video.
Leander says it is the same as 4-pin DIN. So Leander,
Wait.
I would like you to know that you are no longer Steph's favorite. By questioning Stephanie in a public place, I would never be so brave. But everybody gets to make a mistake once, right?
Hey Peter, you ever gonna build an Ergodox? Ask 30
As soon as I have enough money to build an Ergodox, I will be building an Ergodox.
He's building one in a couple of weeks, and would love to see a video from you that you can follow.
That's awesome. If you would like to buy me an Ergodox so that I can make you a video, I would love to do it. Love it. Unfortunately, there are no plans as current, simply because simply because I have a long list of things that I really badly need to buy. A very long list. And yeah, unfortunately, that's just not at the top of it at the moment. I'd like to buy a better, as I walk away, I'd like to buy a better microphone for this. I'd like to buy some better cameras. I'd like to buy a better stand and setup. I need to buy another part of a desk. So there's a lot of improvements coming that I'd like to do for the video setup. And unfortunately, that means that my keyboard budget's a little limited. At the moment, anyways. And on the after-hour show tonight, I'm going to try to set up this USB microphone, see if we can't get some better sound in the house. I'm also going to change the way a couple of things are wired, see if I can improve lag and latency. And all that. Stephanie, need another one. I'm afraid it was super dry. Well, that's overfull. I've overfilled it now. By a long shot. Just gonna soak some of this water back out of here. Okay, so one shot glass is not enough. 2 shot glasses is far, far, far too much. Well, live and learn, eh? Live and learn. Okay. So you guys excited for the MK Disco unboxing? I'm excited about it. I assume you guys are excited about it as well. Agassi, oh, you're how do you pronounce it? 5xer. I've been calling you Fixer all day. Cool, just letting my soldering iron heat up here. And then I will start the hopefully very brief process of soldering this white one. This white cable on here. And I'm going to go...
Fixer, huh?
What's that?
Fixer or fixer?
Well, why wouldn't you start it with a 6?
It's a 5. It's an S. 5 is an S, yeah?
No, I'm confused. Thomas Longbottom can only find a case and plate plans, but no 60% PCB plans. Trust me, they're there. They exist. I know. I got mine recently from there. Had a look at it. Had a little play with it. Oh, I'm going to switch to action camera before I do this. Action cam. I hate it when that happens. That is like my biggest pet peeve.
What? It moved.
Yeah, and it moved away, which is the worst way for it to have moved. But that's much better, even though it's a little janky. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Like I say, it looks a little janky, but it's not janky. It's actually nicely done. Okay, I'm just gonna resolder the tip because I'm gonna be a few minutes. Quite a bit of smoke. I'm gonna open the door here. Sorry, this is bird nesting really badly here on me. So I obviously pushed that pin a little bit hard. That was easy by comparison. Let's switch it over to the other side here. And so now that this is upside down, so white is pin 3, that would make it like so red on top, blue on the bottom. Red on top.
Already writing 3,600 word essay.
About me.
While watching here. Not about you.
No. I went from flattered to completely disappointed. Oh.
Yeah, I was studying for the University of Toronto's biology exam competition thing.
Cool. Do you attend the University of Toronto?
Oh, cool. Billy Rem is doing an AutoCAD for his plant kit.
Cool. Well, it went from being extremely bright in here to being dark enough I'm going to need a light.
Can I open the blinds back up?
Yeah, but I don't know if that'll help.
Oh, really, Leander? You like doing essays? Blech.
I like doing essays too.
So
I don't know what's going on with these arms today. Last time they were working great. This time I just can't seem to get them lined up.
Pete, how many keyboards do you actually own? S30.
I haven't counted recently. Steph, can you do the counting? Is it only completed keyboards that you're asking about, or incomplete ones as well? What's that?
How many do we have? We've got one there, 2, 3, 4, 10 here. How many do you have at work?
One. It's not at work. It's in my bag.
11.
Plus the disco.
12, plus the thing you took the keycaps off of, 13.
Uh,
Big cable thing.
Plus the unfinished one over there.
The plates.
Yeah. Plus the plates.
So you have 13 keyboards and 3 sets of plates.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Okay, so I've soldered this one end on. Sorry, you guys are on the action camera. I've soldered this one end on, and so now I'm going to hand it over to Steph to put it inside this piece of paracord here, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Steph's going to do that off camera while you guys and I chat. There you go, Steph.
Thanks.
You got to smash that. I haven't done that yet.
Where's the...
Yeah, the one we got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did you count yours?
Yeah. And that one.
Oh, yeah. Cool. I think you're off.
By... You think we have more?
I have 3 40s, the Terminus Mini, the JD40.
I didn't count the Terminus Mini. I counted a JD40 and the orange blue thing.
Yeah. Oh, the orange blue thing. What about the plank?
Where's
I have
the plank?
4 of them
Where's
because
the plank?
yours doesn't have the.
Where's the plank?
What? It's in the orange one.
Where is that? That's not in here anymore.
I've got 4 40%. I have.
Oh, it is. It's hidden back there.
Yeah, 4 40%,
So that's
2 60s. I gave a third 60 away, so that's 6. And then 2 TKLs, 2 Leopolds, 3. Because don't forget my HHKB. No, you're way off, dude. You're miles
Well,
out.
you count and answer. You
Okay.
pay attention now while I'm doing that.
Switch to the overhead. In fact, I'm going to switch to the overhead and selfie. Oh, it's too high. Welcome to our lair. For those of you who haven't been in here before, this is Steph's workstation over here. This is the sewing machine. Made in West Germany. Made in West Germany.
There's a cat right there too, if you lowered the. There's the cat. Spin the other way maybe? No. Cat. Oh, he's coming around.
Oh.
Come on.
I thought he was going to get on me
Come
then.
on. There you go. Yeah, come on. There he is.
I don't like this camera position because it's too high. It's like I got to look up here to look at you guys.
It's only because you have that box down there.
Yeah, I know, but where else would I put that box?
This is not working. This is not breaking up. It's just smushing.
Show the guys. Switch to one overhead. Show the guys. What do you mean it's not working? Looks like it's working.
Oh,
This is not taped. You need to tape it.
okay.
King K22, what's going on? Pete is so much more handsome than I was expecting. I don't know. I'm kind of taken. I mean, I'm flattered, but taken. Will Steph show me a custom sleeve for my upcoming Monarch Alps board? Yeah, just email us at oneupkeyboards@gmail.com, and we make custom boards, no extra charge.
Sleeves.
Sorry, what did I say?
Boards.
We make sleeves at no extra charge. Boards are extremely expensive.
Well, it depends on what kind of sleeve you want. There are extras depending on what you want.
I'm a straight white male, and yes, I may or may not be hitting on Pete. I'm also a straight white male, but I might be flirting back with you. What are you doing? Take this, go. I don't.
I wanted to leave the pliers with you.
Why? You got to do the other end still.
No, this is the other
This is
end.
the both ends.
Wait, what is? There we go. Okay.
Okay. You got to tape that end. You got to feed it through. You can do all that.
Masking tape.
No, that's something we should get. Though is masking tape. Okay, I'm gonna turn the soldering iron off. Close the door. Try to regain some body heat.
Put the light on.
Chit chat with these guys. All right. Let's put the light back on in here. That doesn't really help, does it? Yeah, actually, it kind of does. Ian O says we're expecting to be hideous or something. Yeah, well, I'm surprised that I'm hideous, so it's not.
What else can you do?
Yeah, that really is the question. So I want to wait a little bit. Oh, I want to wait a little bit longer for the sun to go down a little bit more before I pull out the disco, because I want it to wow me while it wows you guys. So I don't want to do it too far ahead of when I should. So Alexa, when is sunset?
Sunset is at 5:44 p.m.
At 5:44 p.m. What time is it now?
4:37.
Yeah, it's too far into the future. We're going to have to do it before then, guys. It's just a fact. MK Me Lab. What's going on? We're making an Apple ADP cable.
Can I have the pliers back, please?
And Steph is threading it right now before I do the other half, which is to solder the other part on. So I just kind of gave that to her, and now we're just waiting. These arms weren't cooperating today. I don't know why. So I'm going to do my unboxing of the MK Disco in about, well, I think in about 20 minutes time. Gab Lewis joins the chat. What's going on, Gab? So should we do just an AMA? Should we just see if anybody has any questions or anything that they want to know while we're here? I'm just going to move this carefully over to the side. Remembering to keep up sides up and down sides down.
Ooh, what sort of Arduino project?
What's that?
What sort of Arduino project?
That's a great question. What sort of Arduino projects have you been working on?
Supposed to have been.
What is your favorite JD40? My JD40. Don't be silly. It's obviously my JD40. Oof, this guy. Just gonna move this out of the way for a few minutes.
We're gonna do a hand wire build at some point. Ask the compass maker.
Yeah, I wanted to do a hand wire build out of my TKL, but unfortunately the plate isn't really suitable. But I'm looking at doing a hand wire 60% build. I'm just been chatting that through with Leander, and hopefully we'll have something soon to play with. This is Cherry MX Clears under here, and Cherry MX Clears. Leander, you should buy the JD45. Are you talking to me? I've bought the JD45. I'm already in. I'm already deep on that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's very cool, MK Me Lab. I'd love to do that. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Let's organize after the show. Can you email me at oneupkeyboards@gmail.com? It's spelled like this.
Why don't you
oneupkeyboards@gmail.com.
or send a message on Reddit?
How's the video working for you guys? You getting everything in HD? Is everything clear? Any sound lags or anything? Is it all working perfectly? This is a really nice center plate here. You can see it just hangs over like maybe 1, maybe 2 mils, but it's just the right amount. It's perfect. Beautiful 144p here. Awesome. Yeah, given the problems that I was having just before setting this up today, I was thinking about doing some other stuff to get it to go faster, using that new Intel Quick Video, Quick Sync. But it'll increase the amount of data that I've got to stream, but that's okay. I've got a blazing fast internet connection. But it's one of the things that I'm considering doing in a minute. It's kind of funny now because I don't have. I'm not quite. It's not quite dark enough to pull out the MK Disco yet, and
You could make it dark.
I've got Steph doing the cable, So I'm kind of, I don't know what to do with myself so much. Oh, I'm going to show you this thing that I got in the mail from AOC this week. Check this out. It's Gateron Yellows. I went into the crap bag and turned it into an arrow key set with delete and escape. So Steph can use this as her training wheels. So she can start using it 60%. So you imagine that there. Typing and oh, gotta press up. I mean, it's not that hard for me to do that. Sorry, that's this key plus W for up. But Steph seems to have a hang up about it, so she wants to do this. So I got this from AOC. Why don't I crack it open and show you what's inside it? AOC is a really incredible. He's a really incredible member of the community.
The awesome RGB plank dude. Question mark.
Yeah, the awesome RGB plank dude. That's the same dude. He's
Oh, do you want to click on that before my phone makes up all the levers?
I don't see it. This one?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Click refresh. There you go.
What if I mark it as unread?
Yeesh. I don't know. Try. My phone will just make a lot of noise before.
Cool. Let's just crack this. Oh no, it's a flathead.
Is it wired and all?
Is it wired? Is what wired? Yeah, it's already he sent it to me already ready to go. I'm
I don't know who's talking about it, but I'm not even here yet. Consider it.
Yeah, MK Me Lab, awesome. Yeah, just got the email. That was the bing that we heard on Steph's phone. I haven't marked it as unread, but I've left it open, and yeah, I'll be in touch soon.
He's gonna jump off yet.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Talk soon.
The iPad and the wired.
Oh, Gab, that's awesome. What sort of stuff did you get? Yeah, this is the iPad. That's what he calls it. I don't know why he calls it the iPad. Probably because it's such a unique name that nobody else has ever thought of before. That's probably why he calls it the iPad. Christoph, welcome to the channel.
Oh wow. That's super cool. Just read Gab's thing.
Yeah, that's great. What sort of stuff did they send you? Probably not a Frosty Flake, but it's still awesome. So there's my 4 screws there. And then this opens up like that, I guess. It's moved out of the action cam. I'm just going to tip this. So you can see this is a Pro Micro. And yeah, it's just hand wired to the bottom here. Obviously no resistors needed, seeing as each switch is individually connected to the Pro Micro. So you can see this is the main power here, coming down that line. And then each one is connected with a different colored wire, which are then spun together into this group, which head on over to here. Sorry, that's not power, that's actually ground. So the way this is working, these are power outs, and the ground is when each one of these is shorted. So when you short it, that registers the connection on there. And yeah, N key for sure. He's pretty cool, AOC. I keep taking as many of the projects off him as I possibly can. It helps me learn. I got to use some Arduino code on this thing earlier, which I know will help me when I get to my Terminus Mini. And this, by the way, is my new screw set, the iFixit screwdriver set. 62-bit, which is excellent. I've just done a video review of it, which will be coming out in a couple of days. In fact, it'll come out next Saturday. Today I had a review come out of my quad hands. Did anybody get a chance to watch that? That was pretty cool. Quad hands they've really changed my desktop experience. Even though today I was struggling with it a little bit, the irony. God, this is the reason they don't use flathead screws anymore.
You're off screen.
Oh, I am off screen. Sorry, I'm going to go back to overhead.
Do you think would be sufficient flex on a plank with a 1.5 mil plate?
Significant flex on a plank with a 1.5 mil plate. Give me just 1 second, and I'll get right to that question.
And it's wired with PCB.
No, I think if you have a PCB under there, it'll probably be fine. But I actually have a plank that was hand wired with some acrylic, and I'm just gonna check out how thick that stuff was. I'm gonna check actually how thick this is. It depends how often you can put screws in it too. If you put screws in every couple of inches, it'll be easier.
So, yeah, Leandra said I had plank, no flex at all. With the 1.5 mil acrylic, yeah. And Ian got a fix-it screwdriver set.
Yeah, cool. It's so good. It's beyond. It's so good. It's like it's the best thing on my desk now, like by a long shot. You know, nothing else really matches up to the quality of this thing. You know, this soldering iron's great, and the wire strippers and stuff are great, but oh well, Jacob, you can change that in the programming. That just means that there's a little wiring error in there. You can just go ahead and fix that.
6 feet is really long.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Oh, sorry.
What wire strippers do you have?
I now have multiple sets of wire strippers. So I'm trying to sell my old set, which is a great set, but it's I don't use it anymore. So I put on hardware swap on Reddit. This one, the Catapult. It's really great. It's a great wire stripper. I just don't use it much anymore, and the reason I don't use it much anymore is that I have these wire strippers, which I use for the very fine stuff, and I also have these wire strippers which automatically wire strip. You know, all you do, it doesn't matter what size you put in there, you just put a size in and clip, and it's good. So those are the wire strippers that I have. There are links to all of my wire strippers, because you're not the first person to ask, in the About section. If you go down to the About section, you can actually find all the different wire strippers and that I use linked there, which is cool. Yeah, so I traded the one that I had on the left, the Catapult, for the two that I now use on the right. I know it's crazy to change one tool for two, but that's what I've done. But now I still have three. I tried to sell them on hardware swap, but no takers as yet. They probably just don't know how good they are. That's probably all it is.
Yeah.
Next up, I was going to show you this AOC clank there, which is acrylic. I just wanted to check how wide. Actually, that looks like 3 mil. That's 3 mil. Yeah, I don't know what 1.5 will be like. But like I say, I think if you wired it into the PCB, I think it'll be pretty good. Just give me 1 second, Steph. Okay, now I get to finish off the other side. Now, how close was this to reaching the other end? Sorry guys, I'm just doing this off camera, but I'm just tightening down the... So, a little bit of slack in there, so why don't I just cut that off?
1.5 is because 1.5 is the standard for MX, which is to snap and a leading glue to secure. No,
Yeah, you're probably right.
didn't know that.
I didn't know that either, but...
Cool. Cool.
Just had all my wire strippers out, and now I'm looking for them again. Here we go. Cool. Let's get that piece of paper back over here. I don't know which way I'm going to put this in yet, so let's not hurry to that. Oh, nearly. See, that's what I'm saying. Nearly forgot that I need to first put on these ends, because if I don't put them on now, they'll never go on. Thanks for catching that, Steph. Uh, yeah, the only question, there we go.
What type of cable is this?
This is an S-video cable, which will also substitute as an AD something cable for old Mac keyboards. And I assume, because I'm just going end to end and I'm matching both ends, that the fellow who wants this already has some sort of converter. And I have mucked these wires up so much here. Just these tips now, they're all over the place. So I'm just going to straighten those out. There we go. Where was I? I was taking this apart, and then That's the top. That's the bottom. So this should be white on top. Okay, just turning on the soldering iron. Cool. Steph's just closed the blinds, which means we'll be on to the MK Disco as soon as we're done this. Is your bit set in the video description? I'm not sure. Let me look. Let me look. No, it's not. Give me just 1 second, then I'll grab it for you. It's not a 62, it's a 64-bit. That's probably where the confusion came. You absolutely do want it. It is amazing. King K22, it is an iFixit set, which is why it's so damn good. I'm going to pull this out because last time I was pulling too much of this stuff across the desk, and I don't need to do that. I can just use it like this. Steph, come see how I use the Scotch tape in there.
Use the Scotch tape and where?
Do you see it?
The Scotch tape.
No, the Scotch tape roll.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Happy catfish. Hello.
Hello, happy catfish. Yeah, the iFixit kit, it's such a good, it's such good quality, you know? That's the thing. You can't muck around with quality. So on the white side, it's black at the bottom. Thank you. I'm not in action cam, am I?
Oh, it's on sale for mine. I fixed it.
Is it?
It's K22. Yeah, I'm confirming. I said, yep.
What?
He just asked why some guys are allowed to post links, and then he wrote mod with question mark.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the mod thing too. The one that goes across from black is red. That was easy. And then blue is the last one. It should be across from white here.
Oh, Carl's invisible is popped up.
Oh, he said he couldn't come.
And he said, yay, here for a few minutes. Say hi.
I did say hi, hi. If I didn't say hi, I meant hi.
No, you didn't miss the disco. It's coming up
Yeah,
next.
it's coming up next in just a few minutes, like 3 minutes. I've just got to start figuring out the ends of this thing, and then I'm good. That's the end of soldering, so that's it. This cable is now complete. I just need to... I'm rushing for you, dude. I don't want to rush too much, but I'm going to try to make it happen now. And I can move this hot glue gun on the floor. That's okay. I'm not use. Oh, I should use the hot glue gun actually. Sorry, and I just whacked the camera. Okay, let's just have a quick look at how this is going to work. So this part up. No, sorry, this part up. It's going to reach back to like there. Okay, so I want to put some glue up in there.
Carl's invisible got his gift today.
Got his what?
Gift.
Oh, great. From last week's show, you mean?
Oh, it needs to be made in mod. You're off camera.
Yeah, I just plugged in the glue. I'm now cleaning up and making sure that everything's going to fit here.
You make me in mod.
I don't. Ian O?
Yeah.
I can do that. I don't actually. Steph, can you come make him a mod?
I have no idea how to do that.
Set user as moderator. I think I've done it.
Dude.
Yeah, thanks, Gab. Don't worry, I'm pretty much guaranteed to do it. You know what I mean? I am pretty much guaranteed to do it. So at some point,
Yeah, for consistency.
yeah, for consistency, for
Yeah, Ian's happy. It's like
good.
it's a mix.
I hate this glue gun. I hate it so, so, so much. And not just because of all the scars. I just hate how long it takes to heat up. I hate how badly it sits in a stand. I just hate I hate how stupidly they made the fucking cable for it. Everything about me appalls. Stanley, I hate you for doing this. No, seriously. I mean, look at it. It's just like the worst designed piece of shit ever. 14-watt Stanley.
We can get you a more heavy duty one.
I don't want a more heavy duty one. I'm gonna burn myself more severely with that.
No, it's more stable.
I want one that's like wireless, that like heats it up and then you take it away and it's hot. You don't have to fuck around with all these stupid. You know what the problem with this thing? The only problem that it has is the cable's too stiff, and because the cable's so stiff, that it has like a life of its own.
Take it apart and put a new cable in.
Yeah, but where do you get a soft version of this? I need to take it apart. I need to take it apart and then stomp on its little fucking pieces. No, I do. I hate this glue gun more than life itself.
I've used it. It's fine.
Says who?
Me. I've used it. Me, personally. I made a cable, remember? I used it. It was fine.
That's what yours says. At least one of my donations was for hurting him with the glue gun. That's so funny. Well, for those of you who are new to the show, don't forget to subscribe because we have reached the point where I typically burn myself. Yeah, okay, and it's
Safety hot glue gun.
but it's one thing. It's one thing to be making cables for 5-volt USBs. That's one thing. But it's a different world when you're thinking about making a cable for 120 or 240 volts. Because if something goes wrong when you do that, that is seriously bad news. And like it's hot, but it's not hot enough yet. It's so painful. This stupid gun. And I know Kronos is here, and I know he wants me to get to the disco. Ryan, what's up? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, ow.
Yeah, that doesn't sound nice.
Gab, ow. Jesus.
Canadians.
I'm waiting to put the needle in the sewing machine through my thumb.
It's coming.
After my mother asked if I'd done that yet, I was like, no. Ooh.
Staple removers, yeah.
They're scary things.
King K22, how long is the delay on the stream? I think it's around 15 seconds. That's about typical. And I haven't seen too many crazy things coming up, so it's probably around 15 seconds. This glue gun is useless. Yeah. I should do both of those things actually. Press on the back. I am pressing on the back. It's not helping.
We need to weight the gun itself.
Yeah, that's the thing. The gun's too light for the cable on it.
Yeah, so you can get a bigger gun so that it's heavier for the cable. It's still not hot enough.
No, it's not hot enough. It's a piece of shit.
Is it on?
There, now it's getting hot actually. Is it on? Steph.
I love you. Just checking.
You can tell why we've been happily married for so long. Okay. Just gonna grab partway downstream here and pull that up so that it goes and covers the hot glue. See that? That's partly covering the hot glue. That was the objective of the mission. So that now if you yank the cable like this to pull it out of the thing, it won't let go. Which is cool. Now I can do it to the other end. Yeah, but guys, like I say, when recabling it isn't like, it's not like recabling a 5-volt USB. Yeah, I could put a braided cable. That's the truth, I could. But I'm making excuses. I'm just going to do it off screen again so I can grab it at the midpoint. And get that up there nice and tidy. You can see that's all nice hot glue up in there. Stuck to my thumb. Let's turn it off. And let's not pretend that the possibility of burning ourselves is over until we've reached the point when the glue gun is cold. Okay. Let's do this. Why don't I start with the other side? That's already cool. So, there's my 4 cables. My 4 pins, rather. This goes on the top, which is there. So this goes on the bottom, which is there. Should I do this action cam, do you think? Well, it's not really that exciting. And then this snaps onto there. And then this one snaps onto this side. Oh, you heard it snap there. That's a good sign.
What are little U's for?
What's that?
The little U to your left.
Yeah, I've got to put the U in there still. Yeah, these are the right things because there's a little depression for them to sit in. So this is right. This is what it's supposed to be like. And then you take the U and you put the U over this. And then, oh no, no, I don't have an extra set of hands. Oh. Okay, hold on. And I need to grab this, which I put on the... That was on the other side because it had fallen off the table. This goes on there, but only after I put the U over it. Like that. And I want to put this arrow on the plastic side so that when you wonder where that thing is, you know where it is. And now what I'm going to do is push this on until I can't push it on any further. And to do that, I'm going to push it up against the desk. I'll do it once more.
Why is Ryan saying no?
No. Why is Ryan saying no?
supposed to tighten that little U thing around this thing?
I don't know. Don't think so. No, it's not to do that. It's just to stop the end from going too far into the cable. Well, I say no a lot, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, the only thing that bugs me, Steph,
yeah.
is just that it's a little loose inside this hole. And that's why I think we should have gone with the double sheath cable.
You could always put some heat shrink over that, no?
Yeah. I'm going to build this one again. Because now I know what I'm doing. You
Isn't
do.
it supposed to go farther over the end than that? No. The back of your hand is dangerously close to where you're done.
Oh, tell me about it. And I can feel how warm it is.
Well, move it out of the way.
I can't. If I touch it at all, there's a very good chance it'll just jump off of this little stand.
I'll do it.
No, don't burn yourself.
You've got strings. I played with these. I've used hot glue guns my whole life doing arts and crafts and shit.
And shit.
And shit.
And shit.
And I have burned myself, but you get used to it. You obviously don't.
Haven't done it long enough yet. You need to do more. Burn yourself more.
Burn yourself more. That's advice from the person who loves me most in the world.
You just get used to it.
That's the end with the butt there. So this is the end of the butt here. Then put my little collar on. Now I want my arrow to be on my black side here. There it is. And there you have it. That's a pretty sweet looking cable, to be honest. Cool. Cool. Steph, would you grab me a little Velcro? Yeah, here we go. Getting close now. Just another minute and we'll get on to the reason that we're all here today, really. Take that. Yeah, just one sec. Just give me 1 second to put it on properly here. This little guy. And then, do you know who this is for?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course you do. I don't know who it's for. But that is a pretty beautiful little cable. Just gonna cut to the action cam here. Action cam, look at that. Sweet as you like. Sweet as you like. Okay, that's great. Well, let's put this in there.
Mm-hmm.
Great, that was That was fun, and thank you for doing the cinching part.
No problem. Inchworm. Inchworming it. Alright, back to overhead.
Back to overhead. We all hyped? We all here? We all present? We all excited? All pumped? Pump, 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 pump it up. Okay, I'm actually gonna take a break for 1 second. Just 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna run to the little boy's room. 1 second. I'm back. All right, getting close, real close. Almost there. Just gonna grab a sip of water. Sorry, I don't mean to delay. I'm just. That was good. Cool. So check this out. Got this in the other day. Can you guys even see all this box? All this box that's happening? So, I mean, I'm opening it just like I opened it the other day. Because first thing I noticed was this, the space bar. It's like it just sent me a space bar in a padded envelope. And there's a story to that. I'll get to it later, but I thought that was pretty weird. Okay, so space bar. Box. This is the disco box. We'll get back to that in a second. But also in the mail with this, I also got this keycap set. Now, I emailed Josh at Mechanical Keyboards about this key set, after I got the keyboard, and I just wasn't really clear what this is about. And we'll talk more about that in a few minutes. But this is the $10 add-on keycap set, because this is a double shot, as opposed to the other set which is on there, which I'll talk about later. That's it's like a painted keycap set, so it shines through nicely, but it's not as high quality as this. And you know what? For a $10 add-on, for sure, you should totally get that. So there's a link in the About section for the disco itself. You can go check that out. There's one on Amazon with exactly the same switches and configuration that I'm doing here. This is the disco KB talking switches. Sorry, I should have cleaned up the desk before I got to this. This has the KB talking blue switches, so it's a clicky keyboard. Here we are on the outside of the box. And I got to say, like, straight away, as a guy who's really into packaging, and I am really into packaging, this is a beautiful box. Like, have you seen any of the other boxes that you get from Mechanical Keyboards? They all look like bling, laser, blur, 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 blur. You know, this one is not. It's just like really simple and refined. Looking at the front of the box, there's mechanicalkeyboards.com website. Let's go around the side here. There's a disco logo there, another disco logo here, and their bar. There it is again, KBT blue switch. We'll talk a lot about that in a few minutes. Another disco on that end. And then on the underside of the box, very minimalist. Gives the dimensions, the weight, 1.2 kilograms. Interface is USB. Origins from Taiwan. And this is mechanicalkeyboards.com, made in Taiwan. Cool. While I'm on the underside of the box, why don't I flip these up? So first we're greeted by a lot of cardboard, but in with this cardboard is the user manual, which I'm definitely going to be looking into that to help me get through the rest of this video. I genuinely don't know how to use this thing. This is my honest to goodness unboxing. And the dip switch functionality. Dip switch, left control, and caps lock, Alt and Windows key exchange position. Oh, that's like the Mac. Dip 3 is Windows key lock, Windows key on. 6 key rollover versus N key rollover. We'll see more about that in a second. Okay, popping this part of the box open. There's the keyboard. All right, let's pull this out and off to the side just for one quick second. What else is in the box here? This stuff. What is this stuff? Oh, it's mechanicalkeyboards.com key puller and a USB cable, non-braided variety. I can't quite tell with this light. I'm just going to ask Steph. Steph, are these gold or are they silver? Steph? Are these gold or are they silver?
Gold.
They are gold.
Yes.
Sorry, the light in here is not the best, but these are gold connectors. Steph, what are you doing? Are you watching this?
Yeah.
With your headphones on?
Yeah.
So you're listening to me talk about it? That's
Yeah.
so weird. I just went over to Steph and she's got the laptop open and she's watching the same display you guys are watching. It's odd for sure. So there's this cable, which I'm going to undo because I'm going to need that in a second. Let's just undo that and stick it over here. Well, a nice box. I give the packaging an A. A plus, even if it's nice and simple and I knew what to do. Nothing too fiddly, too farty. Okay. Nice little plastic cover. The plastic cover here, I don't know if you can quite see this. It has a recycling sign. Number one, it says PET, but it also says Ducky. So you can tell this is straight off the Ducky line. You can see here this is an ISO enter space, but that's just the plastic cover. And of course the bottom row, I guess, can vary so much they didn't demarcate any of the keys there. But that'd be a nice plastic cover if you wanted to put something on your desk every night, I guess. If you work in a really dusty environment, which I don't. Oh, the excitement. It's hard to contain myself here. Okay, looking at the keyboard itself, we're looking at ANSI setup. Oh, I just want to click it. Yeah, that's a blue type switch. Okay, just before we do too much of that, let's just look around the board. So it's not extremely low profile, but it's pretty low profile. You can see around the edges, there's not too much of a border here. It's pretty simple. I can't quite see the plate just now, but we'll get to more of that later. On the sides and on the back, it's very minimal. There's nothing there. You can see that there's kind of this raised bit here where the legs fit in. Those are the legs going up. A little bit squeaky. There's no rubber padding on those, but they're plastic. You can see it's got 4 big cushy feet to sit on. There's the dip switches. This is the disco. Surely that isn't supposed to look like that. Yeah, it's got a film on it. There, I've just peeled the film off. Now you can see. Okay, so it's got a unique serial number there. the Disco CE FCC. It's all approved. Mechanicalkeyboards.com, made in Taiwan. Oh, and you know what? It's got a little residue powder on it. I'm just wiping that off with my finger, and it's coming right off, making it much clearer. This cable management thing is a little bit funny for me. You can see it can be routed straight out the middle here, or it can go off at 90 degrees and then come out slightly to the side. I personally am a fan of the QFRs that go all the way to the edge.
Those happy catfish, and then Gauss's pizza case is identical to the older Shines.
The older Ducky Shine. So this, yeah, I know it is a Ducky, so it's not surprising that it is very similar.
And
Yeah.
then you've got the what do dip switches do?
So these dip switches, here you go. Dip 1 is about the left control and caps lock position, so you can change left control and caps lock. I don't do that personally. I guess some people like that. Alt and Windows key can exchange positions. That would make it more familiar for people who are typically using Macs, because the command key is besides the spacebar. Dip 3 is Win key lock, so you can turn Win key on or off. That's good for gaming, I understand, so it doesn't ever chuck you out and throw you back to the start menu. And then Dip 4 is 6-key rollover versus N rollover, and N rollover will have some problems with some other operating systems. And that is something that I will be testing in an upcoming video, even though it won't be today. And I'm just going to switch to the action cam for one quick second here, so you can see up close. Can you guys see that, or is it all just blown out? Let me see if I just twist the light here. There, that's better. You can see that. Kinda. I'm just going to block it, shade it with my hand so you can kind of see what this is all about. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Okay, moving the light back down. It's not going to help you guys see anymore, but switch back to the overhead position. Flip her on over. Now you can see that the keyboard has a side profile that's on a bit of an angle. I don't know yet if that's, for me actually it's not enough of an angle, so I'm going to tip it. I am going to tip it up with these little legs. See how these legs work. It's not easy to find. You probably get used to it. They are easy to find. It's just me being a douche. All right. It makes it a little wobbly at the back, but it's good. It's very good. Okay, so first impressions, they're blues. They're in no way different from Cherry MX, not in a perceivable way anyways. Let me just go to Steph's computer where I have other Cherry MX. I'm just going to find a window to type stuff into. Now the keycaps are different. These are OEM keycaps as opposed to Steph's DCS keycaps, but the switch wise, I can't tell.
Gab asked if they sound less clicky.
No, that's just the distance. No, it's the distance to the mic, but in terms of clickiness, they sound identical. Like, that is a blue keyboard. Like, there's no doubt about it. And in fact, honestly, if you told me that those were Cherry MXs, I would have believed it.
What kind of mic do you have
on? The Compass Maker, I'm really sensitive about it because I totally want to buy a better mic for you guys. So I have a totally shitty, I'm just using the one on my webcam. This webcam, it's totally shitty, and I realize that. I want to get a better blue mic. If somebody wants to buy me one, let me know. So this webcam is the Logitech C920. That's the microphone. Okay, well, let's not go any further before having a play with this thing. I'm going to plug this puppy into the computer because the whole thing with this is that it's disco. So let's turn this light off. Boom. I'm totally going to get a better mic though, guys. That is like short-term plan. Do you know, damn it, my computer position is a little awkward, and this cable's like just on the. I mean, it's a good size for sure, but it's you can see there's not much slack left in it.
Nice ear.
Oh, thanks. Do I have any earwax in there?
I can't see in the side.
Okay, well, I've plugged it in, and kind of nothing has happened. Let's see. Is it working? Yes, it is. But there's no flashy lights or anything happening. At least not at the first. I'm using this on a Windows-based PC. I'm just looking at the menu, as I like to call it. Let's just see what it says here. This is about repeating delay. I'm not too concerned with the repeating delay at the moment. Note, this is on the second page here, single color LED modes. Note, disco using a 3-color RGB LED light through backlight technology allows the user to mix red, green, and blue with
Option F10 perhaps, adjust gap.
with the brightness of here. Single color LED mode represents a mix of single color performance via RGB modes. Only one color type effect. FN plus F9. FN plus 9. Oh, there we go. We have lights. FN plus 9 again. Oh, is reactive. So that's neat. That's a neat effect, that one. And I'm just going to press enter, even though it won't make a whole lot of sense. Cool. So that was the first thing. That's F9, and then third mode, backlighting off, FN9. Okay. The backlighting modes can be adjusted using the following. FN plus 5 is adjust color, red. FN plus 6 is adjust green. FN plus 7 is adjust. Whoa, this is crazy. So you then go FN plus 9 turns it on, and then you do FN plus F5. Neat. Or that. I'm not sure what that did.
Rainbow.
Yeah. And then it says, okay, that's single color LED modes. Okay, next page. RGB blending modes. No, Disco uses RGB lighting through backlit technology, red, green, blue. Yeah, okay. FN plus 10. Is this cycling very slowly? Yes.
Demo mode.
Okay, FN plus 10, second mode is raindrop mode. That's pretty sweet. Third mode is a reactive mode, which will be back to
I like raindrop.
I'm just gonna press enter. It looks like oh, all of my typing is being recorded in this window. So funny. Oh, and you can also do function this to decrease speed. That's neat. Or you can increase the drop-off speed so that it would be... That doesn't seem that much different. Maybe I pressed it too many times. Neat. Okay. LED zone customization mode. This mode provides two sets of memory, allowing you to customize individual keys backlighting in addition to the customized zone set to breathing mode. This keyboard can be set to exactly how the user wants the backlight to behave. Wow. Doesn't seem like there's any software for this thing, so it looks like it's all happening on the board here. So, FN11. Oh, it turns on your WASD. Second step uses a breathing mode. Third step turns it off. Oh no, third step actually doesn't. It turns on the arrow keys over here. Oh no, I pressed F11. That's so funny. Oh, even the first one turns on the arrow keys, which I was probably blocking for the first two. FN plus 12. CM2 cycle. First step, second step. No. Third step is turn it off. So there's the first one on. Did I accidentally press it when I was doing the F11? I did. That's what it was. The arrow keys come on because of F12. So okay. Then function plus print screen is record CM setting 1. So function print screen. So I could do P O L that. And then I'll do function print screen. Okay, I've just got to read this, guys. Sorry for this. Press M to record CM1, then press function plus pause to record CM2. When it starts recording mode, caps lock will display the current LED brightness. The brightness can be adjusted hitting F. Okay, but whatever. Now I've done it, I can go to F1, and yeah, these are lit. So if I do function print screen again, I can turn these off, and then press function F11. No, that just turns those back on. Not sure here.
Pete, what are the plans after the disco teardown?
Good question. I might do a little bit of work on the Terminus Mini. I might not. It depends what time it is, really. And then tonight in the after-hour show, if you're around for that, I'm going to be setting up my second USB microphone, see how that works out. And there's some other stuff I'm doing under the desk. And I'm going to screw with some settings because I keep getting these bad video settings stuff. If you're around for that. That's later tonight, though. Sorry, back to this. Function F11. I'm out of there. Yeah. Cool. Okay. That's kind of that. Demo mode. Hold left control, left shift, and caps lock when plugging into a power source. Steph, can I get you to help me here?
Mm-hmm.
Left control, left shift, and caps lock. Can you unplug it? It's the one on the bottom here. Yeah, plug her in.
What was that supposed to be?
I don't know, but it didn't do it. Unplug it again. Let's see what happens.
When will the after hours be? The game's at 10. The late game. Unplug.
Hold on, let me look again. Hold left control, left shift, and caps lock.
Okay?
Yeah. But it didn't do anything.
What's it supposed to do?
I'm not sure.
The hockey game is actually at 10 tonight.
USA ANSI, hold left Windows key and right Windows key.
What if you did all those keys?
Hold for
well?
3 seconds. It'll flash for 3 times to say that it's reset. Okay, pull it out again. Let's try the demo mode again. Do it.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing. That didn't work at all. Demo mode for store window to showcase. Hold function alt control for 3 seconds. Function alt control.
Oh, there you go. Store demo. I do like that raindrop.
No, the after-hour show will be tonight around, I'd say around 8 o'clock or so. Yeah, looking at the time, this will be the final segment for this evening. We'll eat some dinner and then I'll come back on a little bit later.
At like 8.
Yeah. Yeah, 8, 9 o'clock. I'll probably be on for an hour or something like that. But this is pretty cool. And what did I do to turn this on again? Control Alt Function. Yeah, that turned it off. Okay, but now we're getting to the better part of this video. I mean, I love LEDs for sure, but let's see what's inside this puppy. So first thing I wanted to check out using my new mechanical keyboards switch puller. We're going to do a giveaway in a few minutes, and amongst the things that we're going to give away is one of these mechanical keyboard pullers. But I've never actually owned one myself, so I'm pretty excited about this. Now I just want to open up one or two of these switches here. Okay, not what I thought. Not what I thought. Let me talk about some of the stuff too while I'm doing that. Let me put that back down for a second, because that wasn't a great key to have pulled off. Let me talk for a second about this mechanical keyboard logoed spacebar. So the other spacebar that they sent in the mail is the same thing. It's got the same disco logo, but it doesn't have mechanicalkeyboards.com. Now, I saw a guy in a video complaining about this. I personally wouldn't complain about it. I like it. I think that mechanicalkeyboards.com, I think that they're cool. I think it's a cool brand. I think it's like a cool thing to have on your keyboard. And why not? And if you were going to replace it with something else, I mean, I don't know. I personally, I think it's cool. That's all I have to say about that. But let's. The reason I wanted to do that before continuing is I think that this is probably the best keycap to pull off. Not only because it'll tell us what types of stabs are in there. Why doesn't that come off? Because I was also pulling off that key. Okay. So much to learn right here. Let me cut to the action cam. Okay. Action cam. You're in focus. Okay, first thing we can say is we have cherry stabs, not the CoStar stabs, which is great news. You can also see exactly what these LEDs look like. Those LEDs look like they're like little flat things with a bubble on top. Those flat things with a bubble on top is exactly what this one looks like. And it has really wide legs on it. So it's, and I can see the numbers. You guys probably won't be able to see it in there, but I can see the numbers 1 and 4 on the end. So it's a 4-pin connector in under here. So that's the way that looks. Now the reason I wanted to get
Oh, Gab doesn't like the cherry stabs.
Gab, how could you not like cherry stabs, man? Just a little bit of a little bit of love, and for sure they're the best. I wanted to get the clear top on this blue so I could see if we could see the magic bean jumping inside of here. And unfortunately, they don't have clear bottoms.
They're mush.
So you can't. Oh, yeah, mush. I know what you're saying. You're just too picky for my liking. But you can't actually see the magic bean. You can see the switch activating, but you can see that with all clear top. So, okay, it's a red PCB and that's a black back plate. The switches are clear on top with a white bottom. These are definitely single shot clear ABS keys, 6.25 space bars. And they're painted. So I can imagine that if you strike this enough times, you'll start to rub it off. That's probably why they sell the. That's probably why they sell this add-on. This key set for $10. And for $10, let me tell you, you should totally get this. Anyways. That's the start of the teardown. Maybe I'll just pull out another letter or two just so we can have another look under there. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's going to be the same all over the place. Oh no, wait a sec. These are at the top and this one's at the bottom. So I'm just looking. Yeah, they're all at the top of the key. Yeah, they're all at the top of the key. So the switches aren't. The switches are the right way around, in my opinion. Yeah. Because I like the LEDs at the bottom sometimes too, but sometimes. Okay, that's enough of this. Let's put these back on. I'm going to leave the spacebar off for a little bit. And I'm going to flip it over and let's void some warranty. Right. Let me grab my beautiful iFixit set. Let's see exactly what this puppy is made of. It's going to be difficult to reach in there. My suspicion is it's going to be a Phillips head, but I need to kind of get in there to get rid of some of this tape first. Yeah, it's a Phillips. She's a messy do not remove sticker. Okay, now using my... What's that? She's on there tight, I tell you what. It does not want to open up one little bit here. Come on, it's okay. Won't hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna rip your guts apart. Please don't tell me that there's screws under the feet. Please don't tell me that. Yours, please don't tell me that's true. So there's one here. Why isn't that coming loose? Oh, there's some down the side? Please tell me no. Yeah, she's not really happy about it, is she?
Yara said that his KVP had that with the screws.
Under the feet.
Yeah.
Really? No, there's no way to get those up easily. You know what? Let's pull out some more switches here and some more keys. See if this is attached under here.
You still gonna bust that?
No. What's that?
Don't bust it.
Don't bust it. I won't bust it. I like this keyboard. I don't want to break it. Oh, that's so stuck on there. Surely it doesn't have ribs on the side too. Like you wouldn't. You couldn't. No. There's not a rib in there, surely. Well, 1 second, guys. I'm going to have to look how to tear down that disco. Well, this one's saying that it had 3 screws in it. I don't know where else they're hiding the screws. Well, let's see, eh?
Under the plate.
What's that?
Under the plate.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go.
Patrick asked what this video about.
What's that?
Is it coming up?
Not real well, but I'm gonna get some more hot air on. Check it out. No screws. Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, I burnt myself that time. Oh, son of a bitch! Ah, stupid idiot. Oh, of course it's burning hot. It's metal. I just heated it for 10 minutes. Ah, stupid. Ah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, so there's let me look again.
Was yours made under the feet, like under the rubber feet, rather
Yeah,
than
I'm gonna look under there next. The case is held together by a single screw under the Do Not Remove sticker. With 4 clips on the front and 4 on the back. So I'm just being a wuss. And that is still burning hot. Painful.
Yeah, so did you brand the word disco yourself?
I can sort of see a C in my index finger. So stupid. I'm always burning myself on this damn show, you. Ah. Don't worry, it's all fine. It looks violent, but it's fine. God damn it, this case just does not want to come apart. Oh, the mysteries of the disco. You can tell me, disco, it's okay. Watch, there'll be some story with this one, like Josh specifically glued it together so I couldn't get inside of it. No, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm stuck on this nub here. It just won't come any looser. I'm having the same problem. Look, one. Okay. No, let's try the other side then.
Yeah, last how many screws did you remove?
Just one. I can't even get this side open anymore. I've already had it open.
It's just a tight fit. And you're not meant to be taking a shot.
Let's really examine those other ones. Okay. I mean, I take apart QFRs all the time, and it's nothing like this. Yeah, one. I just removed that one. It's just so damn tight. I really can't get in there. There we go. Oh. Oh, finally. Finally. We have progress.
Yeah, I was saying one screw stubborn tabs for the
Yeah, do you know what the problem is? It's the location of the tabs. The tabs are too close to the corners, so they're really hard to open. That's all it is.
And why are we opening it up again?
Oh, just to look at the board and to look at the soldering and how it's all assembled. I mean, it feels quality. Let's
Otherwise, there's no need for you to actually, like anybody to actually open the board up.
No, and you're right. Unlike the QFR where you can put in your custom controller, which is amazing. I keep going on about it. This one, you don't really ever need to do this, to be honest. Unless there's something broken inside of it or you want to replace a switch. I mean, what's wrong with wanting to get inside of your board to just get inside of it? There we go. Oh. Exhausting, and I'm still not done. I've still got to get this one out. There we go. What happened to that screw? Ah, there we go. Now we can have a look-see. There's 2 screws on here. Let me just remove those. Okay, so the bottom is anchored down. But you can see all the interesting stuff that you want to see from right here without even pulling this apart, even though I probably could. Even though I probably could. Well, I could. Why don't I? That's not my flathead anymore. No, it's not a flathead. It's a bit of a bitch to get in there. I might just skip it. I mean, you can see everything that you want to see from this end. And here I'm just going to use my screwdriver to point at stuff. Oh, maybe I could do it with my... No, I'll just do it from overhead for a few seconds. So you can see that each of the switches has these 4 connectors. Those are for the LEDs to give them RGB. There's 1 ground, and then each of these are colors red, green, blue, so it increases the voltage across them, and that's how it comes. In the corner here, you can see that this is made in Taiwan, and it says the CEL11 Disco R001. So this is a Disco specific board. It's not borrowed from anything else. What else can we see here? I'm assuming that these 2 chips are the controllers, but I can't quite see what they are. They're certainly not the Atmega 32U. The quality of the soldering looks very good. There's no... You know, I do a lot of reviews on stuff like the banana pies, and sometimes their soldering isn't very good. But this looks pretty clean and pretty consistent throughout. Just trying to see if there's anything else that I can notice under here. No, that's it. There's 1 screw here, which I assume is how they hold it to the plate in the first instance, but I can't remove that since all the switches are already soldered in and stuck to the plate. You can see that there's the 1 attachment here that goes onto the USB. I'm just going to push that back in a little bit because it came a little bit loose. And that's it. That is what's to see. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm going to flip it over again actually to look at it. But there's 8 connector pins that are visible from this side. So I'm just going to flip that back over. Take a look. Oh, those pins are actually the dip switches that you can control from the other side.
Your head's in the way.
Cool. Well, I'm going to start putting this back together. Is that the right hole? Did I just... Yeah, I just put that in the wrong hole. You could really feel the board securing down as I did that. That's pretty cool. Cool. Do you guys have any questions for me about the disco while I've got it here? So these KB talking switches actually have KB talking written right on it, which is cool. I've never seen a KB talking switch until now, but as I say, I can report that they're very cherry-like. I don't really notice any substantial difference.
You're right, that's the giveaway.
There's a little bit of scratchiness in there, so it's a bit more like a Cherry MX than it is like a Gateron, for example. But that's about it. Well, next up for me is a long-term test of this thing. See how it goes. God, this case doesn't like to come apart, doesn't want to go back together. Well, hopefully that's the last time I've got to get inside that for some time. Give it to me. I'm going to hold on to this board for a little while. But we do have some stuff to give away. When do we get to the stuff to give away? Which spacebar do you guys prefer? Hand on heart. Do you prefer the one with the mechanical keyboards logo or the one without? Let me know. That's the one I'm going to put on, and that's the one I'll long-term test.
They're cherry compatible though, right?
Absolutely. They are absolutely cherry compatible. Without, says yours. Anybody else for without? Test if it still works. Okay, well, I'm going to go without. Because yours thinks it's classier. Put this over here. And then, yeah, you want me to plug it back in so I can show you that it works? Sure thing.
Gab likes with.
Oh, Gabby prefer with, unfortunately.
No, another without.
He didn't break it. No kidding, I didn't really screw with it. I only just barely took it apart a little bit. Whatever. Whatever, guys. No? Any other questions about this MK Disco before I put it away? I'm just gonna put the me shot in there too.
Are those the extra set of keys?
No, these are just the regular set of keys. I haven't swapped it over yet. You're talking about this key set, and this key set is still in the box. I haven't taken it out. And that is actually a Ducky set, a Ducky shine through ABS double shot. So these keycaps are actually double shot as opposed to painted like those ones are. Okay. I'm just going to get some stuff ready for you guys. I'll be right back. Where's this stuff? What's this?
This is the mechanical keyboard. Oh, and that's the mix now. We got different stuff.
So, Steph, do you want to pick out a... What color is that?
Burgundy.
So just getting ready for the giveaway, guys. Just getting everything together. So it'll just be one more second. I'm just gonna unplug this keyboard and move it out of the way. It's a pretty cool keyboard, though. I mean, my initial impression is it's very cool. Yep. 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 No, I think that's it for today. So in today's giveaway, I've lost my mouse. There it is. So with 12 people in the room, we're going to do 1 to 10. Sorry, what am I saying? 1 to 10. We're going to do 1 to 20. So today's giveaway, of course, we're going to put it all into the 1UP keyboards. Let me move some of this other stuff out of the way here. The 1UP keyboards tall cable bag. Just moving more stuff out of the way. 1UP keyboards tall cable bag. We're also giving away a mechanicalkeyboards.com. Thank you again to mechanicalkeyboards.com for the keyboard to test out on today's show. And like I said, I'll do a more long-term review coming up. Mechanicalkeyboards.com keycap and a mechanicalkeyboards.com key puller, just like the one I was using earlier. Put that off to the side so you can see everything separately here. And we're going to do the originativeco.com, giving away a keychain. And on it, we're going to put the 1UpKeyboards.com keycap. So there you go. And of course, along with it, one of Josh's business cards. Please send him a thank you for the kind prizes that he sent along today. Okay, so no numbers that have been counted before now will work, but Agassi, I see your 8. Agassi, you start with 8. It's pick 1 to 20. Go ahead, choose your number now. They're on a 15-second delay, so they'll choose their number as soon as they know that they're able to choose their number.
Yeah, and I don't get to pick the number now. It's our Amazon Echo gets to pick. She's apparently more random than I am.
Alexa, volume 9. Okay, is everybody's vote cast? Everybody's put their number in? Staff, because I'm unable to do it from this computer, can you scroll up and down to check if anybody gets the right number? Alexa, choose a random number between 1 and 20.
Your random number between 1 and 20 is 6.
Did anybody choose 6?
I don't actually see a 6. I still don't see a 6. So you have to choose another number.
Alexa, choose a number between 1 and 20.
Your random number between 1 and 20 is 7.
There's a 7. It's George.
Yours again.
Wasn't me.
What are you doing to me, yours?
It wasn't me. I'm the Amazon Echo picking too. I don't know.
Whatever, yours. We're going to send it to you anyways. Thanks, everybody, for joining today. Thanks for playing. Thanks for being in the stream. The after hours show will probably kick off in about an hour and a half or so, and it's just basically me mucking around with some stuff. In the after hours show, I'm going to be, doing after hours sorts of things. Checking out the mics, checking out the bits and pieces, trying to improve the setup in any way I can, make this area even better than it already is.
And you put me in the background. In my head.
Thanks again, guys, for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe, like, share this video after the video on demand comes up. If you found this video particularly useful, you can buy me a coffee in the About section. You'll find links to all of the relevant stuff you saw in today's show in the About section as well. Don't forget to check that out. If you guys have any other questions, of course, you can post them in the comment section below. If you stop by one of these channels and you see an unanswered question, please feel free to jump in and help out whoever's in need of help. If you guys have any comments about how I can improve the stream or fun ideas for episodes upcoming, do let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching, guys. It's awesome. Thank you, guys. Zorbarima. Yeah, what can I say? Here, I'll do it again. This is what I look like. Although I never get to look at the camera because the funny position that it's in. But take it easy, guys. Thanks again.